and I went to, like,
Aw.
pick him up, and then he decided to crawl on my back, so I had to, like and then my wife thought it was funny, so she was like, "You can't get up. You have to say it like that." So I had to, like, on all fours crawl and get my laptop out and then pull it and set everything up on all
Oh
fours
my god.
Oh my god.
while she looked at me and laughed and pointed. She said, "Ha ha ha ha, you fool, you look like such a fool."
That's so
Oh my
brutal.
goodness.
This is so brutal. And you know what now? Alright, so I promised that and welcome to the stream for everybody. We're pre-gaming. Wait, unless I'm mistaken. Go back.
You're already here.
He's here.
It's not showing up on the over.
I am here.
So we're gonna be bringing back the campaign just for everybody to be able. For the most part, we just play the game. So we appreciate everybody who comes out. And for 1 second, something that is not on stream but is being shown. Talking about 2 seconds ago. Okay. So, in the moment that we left things last week, I felt inspired. So, I kind of wanted to visibly characterize the literal second that things were left off. So, in the shadows chat that we have in our server for the players, I'm going to put that out for them.
Cool.
So, in that moment, let me go ahead for the stream and get the game visible and get everything started.
Oh,
Is that Bigfoot?
That makes me want to play D&D real bad.
Is that Bigfoot? Yeah, it's a kind of larger scale than the way that I envisioned him, and the way that anyway. You know what? I'm not a visual artist. Okay.
He's kind of got the Bigfoot gait.
Yeah, the Bigfoot gait.
Very recognizable walk.
Bro walks like a cryptid.
He moves like a cautionary tale.
Is the human... I thought the courier was a Khajiit. Isn't he? I'm remembering that wrong.
Nah, he's a Khajiit. I know that much.
Yeah, there's a few
Black
issues
fur.
with the depiction. That's why it's best left in the fucking group chat.
It's like, holy shit, it's Beast Boy. What the fuck?
It's Beast Boy.
Persona.
No, it's no. I refuse. I
Look
won't
at him.
have it.
That's Professor Hank right there.
I won't have it. I just won't have it.
Times have been tough since Charles could walk.
My God. All right.
Holy shit, Lois, this reminds me of that time I saw Bigfoot in an alley.
Oh, that's another sound that we need.
Do we
The
need
Family
that?
Guy establishing shot.
Actually, we can save that for the next time that Fallout comes around. How about that?
Oh my god.
Sure. Just
Bring
a
in-
wide shot of the Griffin house.
I'm
Bring
not
in
sure that's a
whole
necessity.
Griffin family as the NPCs.
Oh my God, I would die. But also, I'm the kind of guy that just might spend the time on that.
Pina, the centaur is here.
The centaur. Hey, that actually would work for shadows. How about that? Hey, see, we found a way. We got there.
The
No,
mutant's here.
no, PETA, don't use Vecna's hand.
Oh man.
Shut thine mouth, Meg.
No, PETA, don't you understand? Molag Bal is trying to usher in the Age of Darkness.
Oh, fuck. It's too real. Peter. Peter, the Lich is here.
This reminds me of that time the Lich was here.
You're absolutely good. All right. The game is up. It is on the stream.
Had too much dip.
So, I think that's a good way of saying welcome to the campaign for anybody who's just starting to watch. All right. Just trying to make sure, is the music working for anybody else?
Shit, I don't have my sound turned on.
I don't hear any sound.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me neither.
Well, great
Yeah,
stream
no, I
watch.
don't hear
Grab a
anything.
drink real quick.
All right. Okay, we're good.
No, I can hear it.
Ah, yes, there it is.
All right, everybody. So, in the Third Age, in the year 433, 14 years before the Oblivion Crisis, something else happened. A story that once discussed the adventures of 6 and then 5. As some have kind of come and gone along the path, one of these archdemons, said to be somewhere in the deep and shadowy crevices of the world, has been found and brought down. But it was the Emperor himself who declared that there were 7 others. With this impossible task in mind, we find ourselves in Leyawen. Late at night, as the party was stalking behind this courier that they had heard about who had supposedly been up to no good. It was a sound which was made as Lazard's foot caressed over something in the dark streets, which tipped off the courier that he was there. And as he approached him and began to question him, Kalrog had been sprinting in from the back, ready to defend his friend or get into the mix in any way that was necessary. If we recall, the courier had also turned and seen that this paladin was hulking in his direction. And so with that,
I just got back. All right.
Glad you could join us, Jar Jar.
Yo.
now that the recap is over, all right. So let me show you. Right here we have some imagery that will better characterize the feeling of Leyawen late at night. I'm going to take us directly back into the moment that we were in last week. Calrog, you are charging into the mix. And Lizard, you've just been discovered. Before he turns to notice that the paladin is running at him, he had said to you, "Where do you think you're going?"
I'm going over there. Wrong accent.
You already fucked it up.
Who am I?
You traveled a really long distance in a very small amount of time right there. That was
I think you turned Scottish.
I did
Yeah.
go Scottish.
you did. And you know what? I'm here for it.
Fuck.
Identity crisis.
You know what?
Leowin.
You know what? I support Scottish Lizard.
just gonna completely change the accent midway through campaign,
And everyone's
and
just
nobody's gonna question it.
Yeah, it's been
No
like
one
that
will
the whole
ever
time.
know.
I love it.
Oh god, hold on. I have to gather myself here real quick.
Oh, dude, I know.
No, I'll be so for real. The first session, I started doing Kellerog's voice, and then the next day, I was just a bit sick the next day, but my throat was like hoarse, and I was just like, I don't know if I can do this voice the whole fucking time. I think I gotta stop doing.
Yeah.
First
It's a-
session.
It's okay. Chop actually didn't have like a proper voice until halfway through, so I'm also
True.
making myself here.
Valid.
How far away is Otto from the mix that's happening here?
You're about 40 feet away, kind of down the alleyway, and crept around the building.
Okay. I'm just gonna wrap the corner to observe while double tapping my chest reboot style for mage armor.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving myself some vigilant blessing. Just in case things turn out poorly.
I am now building a construction paper.
Instead of like what, craft paper?
Instead of tissue paper. 12 AC.
All right. I think I'm good now.
Now, come on back.
I am going that way. You can deal with my friend over there. Good luck. Bye bye. And I'm gonna turn away from him and go towards the dude that he gave the letter or package to.
Okay, so you're taking off towards the other person who had left in a hurry with the tattered robe, and while you're doing this was kind of in the moment that he was also noticing that he was being ran up on by the paladin. So he's going to draw a short sword from the side, and he's going to put his hand up like in a stop motion towards you, Calrog, and he's going to say, "Wait. I'm not here to hurt anybody."
And then I think I will, as he says that, Kelrog is like, neither am I. And I still go to grapple him.
All right.
Give me a hug.
So I'm going to go ahead and determine he was so surprised by you charging up on him that you kind of then lunging forward after he was sort of almost pleading in a way. You're going to kind of overwhelm him in this moment, and you do grip onto him, and you are able to kind of restrain him with your hands.
Been a naughty boy, have we now?
So are you kind of how are you currently restraining him?
I think I would, as I kind of like run up to him and he draws a sword, I think I would obviously kind of like go for that sword hand first. And I think I'm just holding him by both of his wrists, just holding him in front of me.
Okay, so he is currently restrained and bound by Kelrog. In that same
The other guy
moment,
that got the handoff running.
so he had already kind of started to take off. So let me kind of take us over. So as Lazard has made his way around the back end of the Chapel of Zenithar, and he's chasing after this robed individual, they round a corner to the left. He quickly pursues, and he takes a sharp turn. Lazard, as soon as you get around the corner, there's absolutely nobody there to be found as the alleyway continues. There are no offshoots, left or right, doors, windows, or anything. There's no way they could have gone but straight ahead.
Can I roll an investigation check to see if I can tell where he might have went?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a roll for investigation.
I'm gonna run and try and catch up with Lizard.
It was an 18 for investigation. Damn.
So that's pretty legitimate. So with an 18, you are kind of peering around. You're looking at the small walkway that's available between these buildings of the alleyway. You're looking at the walls and the sides of the buildings, but then you notice there is like a strike mark that almost looks like maybe what would be left behind from a very large match or something, like a burn that's almost in the shape of like a small little score or slash, and it looks like maybe something was thrown. It like what fireworks at town celebrations look like they leave behind on the streets.
Interesting. I guess I'll take a look at take a closer look at that. See if I could find anything.
Okay.
What would that be?
So I would say, okay, are you wanting to look at it from the perspective of trying to maybe understand what the powder that's left behind is from like a material perspective, or like to determine whether or not this could be something magical?
Uh, let's start with figuring out what the powder is.
Okay, so give me a nature check to see if you can kind of ascertain what this material could be derived from. You know
Alrighty.
that it is the ashes of an animal, but you can't tell which.
Fantastic. Shit, I don't know what to go off of now. No, it's ashes of an animal. I guess now I'll try to check and see if I can figure out if it's magical or not. Or, well, I guess if it had magical properties.
Okay, so for that, we'll go ahead and just do it as arcane.
Rolling decent.
18.
I'm not bad at these rolls.
That's pretty damn good. Okay. So you can tell that this is a Daedric essence. There is a Daedric ritual that has been committed which can happen in an instant. It's something that would have had to have been so fast in the way that the magic takes place that you wouldn't even have to spend time conjuring it or speaking its name, but rather someone almost maybe had like a spell in a bottle some kind of powder that they cast on the ground, and this is the residue left behind. But the Daedric essence that you can sense with this 18 Arcana check is specific, but extremely confusing. It's not one that you've dealt with or heard about or even had to spend time thinking about for this entire story so far. It is the essence of Sheogorath.
Ooh. Well, shit. Well, I mean, at this point, I can't really follow after the person.
Is it just a
So,
straight dead end?
Well, no,
Well,
it's a continued alleyway that goes off in the distance, wrapping around buildings back towards the town square, but there's no, like, you can't hear, somebody running footsteps. There's no way that they could have gotten that far that fast.
unless there was like some sort of teleportation.
It's kind of what you're starting to feel. The more that you consider this arcane essence that was left behind, could it be something that would allow someone to travel very quickly? Maybe.
At this point, would I hear shit, why am I blanking? Jar Jar, what's your character's name again?
Otto.
Otto. Would I hear Otto coming up behind me?
Yeah, you with your heightened senses and your training as a rogue and a previous member of the Brotherhood and an assassin, you would certainly be aware at this point that your friends are starting to file in behind you.
I'm just gonna like yell out, Otto, get over here. Use your wizardry. Figure out what the fuck this is.
Let me ask you a question. So, right now, we know where Otto, Kelrog, and Lizard are in this situation, but Jadargo and Chop, where are you guys in the mix? What are you doing right now?
Quick, just question, because I'm not quite sure. Was there like some reason we were going after the package, or I thought we were just like going for the courier.
We were just going for the courier because he has some connection to Dark Brotherhood.
Or so it's been
I-
said.
So if that's the case, then I'd just be going to the courier. I wouldn't really care much about whatever package he was handing over to some random person.
Yeah, same. As soon as like Otto left, Chop would have like run up to where Kelrog was and just start like looking this guy up and down.
Run them pockets.
Yeah, I'd be wanting to make sure the guy is secure, so he couldn't like run or escape in any form or fashion.
Okay, so while the two of you are getting involved in one, the menacing from Chop's perspective, and two, the assistance in binding and restraining from Jadargo's perspective, Otto is. So you were heading towards him after he had called out to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you come stepping into this area, you can immediately see what he's looking at. It's this weird little scratch of some ashy, sooty-looking powder that was left behind here.
I'm gonna ritually cast Detect Magic. Can I tell the potency of this teleportation? If it was short range, long range?
So,
Like the difference between like a Misty Step and a Dimension Door or something like that?
yes. So, straight away, this would give you the derivation of the essence of something that would be perhaps beyond the concept of a dimension door.
Scheiße.
This could have led somewhere in a completely different realm of existence altogether. You are unable to detect at all a fathom or bound to how far they could have gone.
You're gonna see Otto kind of just
Shivering Isles.
flicker his eyes real quick, look at the powder, kind of hang his head a little. Let's go back to the group, Lizard. There's no telling how far they went. This wasn't just a simple trick to lose you. They might not even be on this continent anymore. And Otto's just gonna slowly head back. Thinking to
I
himself,
guess
he's gotta learn that spell.
I'm gonna turn back real quick before you leave. Do you think you could scrape up some of this powder? Maybe find out what the ingredients are.
It's beyond my arcana capabilities, even if I had the proper components.
Ah.
This is something that's it's teleportation, but it's teleportation that could lead to other planes or realms. This isn't something for a quick getaway. This was an intended spot.
Damn. All right. I guess I'll just follow behind Otto then.
So as the two trot back towards the others that had restrained this courier, Lizard was grappling with the desire to perhaps tap into this magic. But, tempting thoughts aside, you come back around the corner and you see where your other companions have restrained this man. He is attempting to resist being restrained, saying, "You have to let me out of here. You don't understand. I don't have anything to do with the transportation. I just do it for the money."
Transportation?
They don't tell me what's in the envelopes. They say,
I have something that might help us a little bit more in this situation because we often deal with liars. So I could put down a zone of truth so the man cannot tell a lie. This
If
would
you
Good
think
thing-
it's
yes.
worth the effort, yes.
I mean, I think it would be just to make sure that this is not a liar. There are some Khajiit who are known to be big liars.
True.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it right here.
so
I think you cast it a little high, man.
this is some extremely honest birds.
Hey, yo, that tree ain't lying.
I do shit on windows freshly washed. I'm sorry. I can't stop myself.
The bird's like, "I did poop on your shoulder. I did.
So he must make a charisma saving throw.
Sorry, what's the DC?
15.
Ooh. So with an 8, he's going to fail that miserably. So he will be subject to the effects of the Zone of Truth. So what questions do you have for him?
Where are the other drugs going?
Oh my god.
What was in the package and who are you meeting?
I've only ever
At the same
seen
time.
one word. Oh wait, at the same time what?
Sorry. At the same time, Chop will just be like intimidatingly like hitting his fists against his other hands, as like
Cracking knuckles?
threatening. Yeah, like just intimidation tactic.
Look over. This is not necessary. He must tell the truth. It's Not going to do much else.
Wait, let her cook.
I picture that regardless,
What is she
Chop is
cooking?
still attempting to menace and doesn't give a damn about this magical endeavor. But still, with the menacing and the zone of truth present, he says, I've only ever seen one word. It was one I'd never seen before. It talked about a place. I don't understand where it is. I've checked the maps in all the countries in Tamriel, and I cannot find it.
What is
Okay,
the
what
name?
is this place?
They call it Vethrakul.
Does that pique something in Otto's big brain?
Is that something
It's got a lot of ridges.
that is perhaps in the realm of Daedra?
I would say perhaps a history check, Otto, if you would like to try to see if that rings a bell.
Yeah.
Can I
so-
do a religion check, see if it has anything to do with Daedric religion-y stuff?
Absolutely. Please, both of you, roll those checks for me. And while you roll them, I want to make a point to mention that Chop. First of all, let me ask you a question. The Tears of Akatosh, is that in the bag right now? In the bag of holding? Or were you holding it still?
It is on my back where my quarterstaff would usually be, but last time I like wrapped it up so it wouldn't like visibly be Tears of Akatosh.
Correct.
Ever.
Oh, God.
I just, holy cannoli. Okay.
Whoa.
So while
I
these
see.
massive rolls from these massive brains are being rolled, I just want to take a second to point out that there is a visible blue glow that is starting to flicker from underneath the cloths that you wrapped around the head of the staff.
Wait, do I notice it since it's behind me?
You can see that it's almost like you see the light. It's like for you, it looks like from your perspective, it's coming from behind you, but the rest of you can see that the staff is flickering this blue color inside of its wrappings. So,
Chop, your shaft is glowing.
oh my,
There's an
Jesus.
ointment for that.
It's completely natural.
You should definitely get that checked out. I do not
You have
believe
no
that it's
reason
supposed to
to
glow like that.
Can I change my check to a medicine?
Doctor, my
God!
shaft is emitting a blue glow. Is that something I should worry about?
Look,
Only
I
after
remember
4 hours.
when my shaft started glowing.
God damn it!
Son, there's a time in a little boy's life when his shaft starts glowing blue.
Okay, guys, Fallout is next year. Okay,
Shaft
Fallout is
adjust-
next year. If your shaft is glowing blue, you'll have all the time then.
Duel of Fate
is
starts
it-
playing.
Is it the shaft or is it just the tip?
Okay, so with a roll of 14 on religion.
It's a 15. I gave myself
Yes.
guidance.
Okay, so I'm going to go in chronological. For so 15 with religion, Jadargo, as you attempt to derive insight from this name, you know that it is tethered to the realm in which the Shivering Isles reside. It is connected to Sheogorath.
Ugh, Sheogorath stench is all over this word.
So the next two things I'm going to say are happening in the exact same second. After
Otto
Jadargo
opens a
says
third eye.
what he says. So in order, Otto, with your history check, you know that this actually is a fabled realm that is mostly said to be folklore. There are stories that talk about a threaded realm that exists connected but separated from the Shivering Isles. It is known as Vethrakul, but it is also known as the Shivering Labyrinth. It is said to be a place that Sheogorath tests the souls of worthy adventurers. It's also said that anybody who has ever attempted to commune with and enter this place to undergo this test has perished. That nobody in written history has ever confirmed that it's true by trying so and coming back. Nonetheless, the people simply left the towns which they lived in and traveled to some place saying that they knew how to get there. There have been hundreds of cases of this over the course of time. The reason that you know all of this is because you get a freaking 26 on your history check. So you are very well studied, and as soon as you hear the word Vethrikul, your mind is flooded with the idea that you hope it's not real,
The Bermuda Triangle inside the Bermuda Triangle.
so to speak.
Uh, it's an alternative thread realm that's related to the Shivering Isles, but if you could believe it, it is worse.
Now, in that same moment that you had garnered this information in your mind, and as you know, immediately following Jadargo talking about the stench of Sheogorath, there is another bright flicker from the staff known to you all as the Tears of Akatosh, as you hear an ethereal voice which speaks from directly behind Chop's head where the staff is. It comes in some strange distanced vibration of sound, but it says, "I'm not the Lord of Stench, but I'm the Lord of some things."
Chop, you've
Is
Is
changed.
this a voice that only I can hear, or can anyone else? hear
Everybody
this?
can. It's actually
No,
booming
I'm saying
out.
this. I'm saying this
Oh,
in character.
okay. That's a fair question at this point.
No, I heard that too.
Immediately, Chop like grabs the staff off his back and like holds it in just confusion and freaked out a little bit.
Chop, when did you pick up ventriloquism?
Huh? What? What?
Who's vandalism?
Is Sheogorath speaking to us through this staff of another god? Why would he be talking to us through this stuff?
Who's
mean-
Sheogorath again?
There's
Another
God
dead
of
prince.
chaos.
there's another flicker of light, and you hear the voice call out from sounding like it's deep within the staff, but also loud at the same time, saying, "I'm Sheogorath. Why are you asking these silly questions?"
You are not Daedric Prince.
Why?
You are staff.
Why are you in the staff?
You are a stick.
Yeah, you're a stick. Why are you talking to me?
The Tears of Akatosh is a funny thing, isn't it? Why would something like that exist? You think that you would be able to wield something that could roll back or push forward the wheels of time? I was doing that from my quarters.
As soon
I
as
don't-
as he says the words "Tears of Akatosh," Chop is like trying to like hover the entire staff with his arms just to quiet it down so no one hears.
As you muffle the
Like-
staff, it starts to kind of wriggle in your hands, and
Ew.
it falls to the ground, and it tinks and then slams sideways, but then it starts to kind of shift and move and sprout these little sprigs out of the kind of 3/4 midsection, which suddenly turn to arms as the staff turns to a torso, and it stands up dressed in beautiful purple and blue regalia, an incarnation of Sheogorath himself. The staff melds into directly in front of you.
I'm confused. Did you just take over the staff, or were you the staff the entire time?
He leans really close in towards Otto's face and he says,
Oh, goodness.
"It was just a projection, but you thought it was real. That's why it's funny."
Mm. Trickery of Shilgorath as should be expected when dealing with this Daedric prince.
So he
But
How
so
lo-
this
many
whole
Daedric
time,
princes do we have to deal with?
he raises his right hand up toward the moon and he says, "So, the quest for Molag's balls."
See,
His eyes
this
shift
guy
to
knows what I'm
Jadargo.
talking about. Okay.
I call him that because he's a grumpy old man, and now he wants to take over this realm. And thinking I have time to assist you before Jigalog returns.
Jiga who?
Don't worry about that. It's not important.
Who is this Jiggly Balls?
Listen, I don't want to hear about your biology that much.
You're the one who brought it up. I'm just
Hmm.
saying what you said.
And you're the one continuing a conversation with the mad god of insanity and dementia. You quest for Mulug's balls, after all. Why should I assist you? After all, this staff was really a birth of my boredom. It's fun to see adventurers think that they found this artifact of old. I came up with the idea 800 years ago. You people believe anything.
I like this one. He's funny.
Well, I mean, it kind of worked. We like tested it, and it seemed like it worked. It was like, so I believed in something that
That was him doing
happened.
it, though.
I feel like you've kind of cut the joke short, though. I feel like you've kind of blown your load early.
One could say prematurely.
He says,
Also,
might want to
I'm
see the
still
town
hosing this
apothecary
guy.
for that one. However,
Does this town have one?
truthfully, I don't usually intervene this early, but I'm sick of Molog's shit, for lack of a better way to describe it. You see,
Don't like this
So-
guy.
and he looks very closely at you, Jadargo. Some other Daedra have already fallen. Be very careful what you listen to, little cat man.
Yes, can you explain what you mean by this?
The corruption of this old and befouled brethren of mine is stemming far beyond just the mortal plane. In fact, he attempts to corrupt the rest of the Daedra. He has succeeded with some. Tried with me, but I got bored listening to what he was saying and I left the room.
Well, he could not take over Azura. She's much too powerful.
I want you to take a very good long look at what happened to the staff.
It was a temporary, weird thing before I was able to contact her directly.
Listen, you seem like 5, and he pans around. Let's call you tough enough individuals. Maybe there's more than just wasting your time with this staff before it poofs into nothing, and I cast an enchantment so that everyone you've ever met doesn't understand what you're talking about when you bring it up. No, maybe we can do something else. How about this? And he kind of twinkles his fingers like jazz hands, and he leans in really close to everybody.
Oh, spirit fingers.
Perhaps you could correct a problem of mine. And he puts his hands together, kind of Monty Burns. You see the Knights of Order are lacking order these days. More like the... I guess I could call them the Knights of Disorder. That's not a terrible idea. The point is, they're useless. All they do anymore is respond to me calls when it's time to destroy the realm again. Either way, they can't help deal with Molag Bal when his... well, you already know. But when he sends in these otherworldly beings, not Daedra, but demonic in nature, trying to step into my realms, well, the knights, they can't even overwhelm them enough. In fact, the towns... And he kind of pauses for a second. How do I say? The towns within my realm have already been overridden by these demons, and I have to spend some time on this. I can show you what you're looking for.
All of them, or just the next one?
He lifts his right hand up. He kind of raises his palm upward, and he casts Prestidigitation. He projects an image of a ghastly, spiny, arachnoid creature, which is dripping with venom, and which in scale by this depiction would be enormous. The physical characteristics of this spider are unlike that which is normally witnessed in nature. It has a almost vicious design to its biology. He says, "You seek an archdemon. Well, there's one of them."
Where's this one?
Well, and he kind of leans towards you, Otto, and then he points in your direction. And he says, "The smart wizard doesn't know where to find it." And he looks over at Chop. "What about the monk, the practitioner of the martial and spiritual arts, not able to tap into its location?" He pauses for like an uncomfortable amount of time, and then swings his gaze over towards Jadargo. "Or Azura's child." "No, I won't tell you just because you asked. After all," and he kind of pans around with his hands, "what did I come here for? I need something to entertain myself with. How would you like the opportunity to show me that you're worth telling where to find it?"
What do you
I
mean
do
by
not like.
opportunity?
I do not like the way this sounds.
He grins. He says, "What about the courier?" "Oh, that letter they were delivering. I wonder what it said. What's that
I think you
place?"
cut out.
Am I cutting out through Discord?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, did that help? Maybe not. All right. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Should be good. So, I I would presume it's in your best interest. I've seen what could happen and what couldn't happen. You're capable of this, you know. There are futures in which you succeed. There's others in which you fail. Maybe Sheogorath is the bridge between the two.
Wait, aren't you Sheogorath? Where are you talking in third person right now?
He kind of scrunches his eyes. He says, Sheogorath does not waste his time answering silly questions when the answer is clear.
Great, great. Cool.
So what is the catch here for your help?
Well, I know that you've seen the name, you know the place and what it's called. But you 5 are going to be the first. I see you opening up that gateway. Oh yes, that's right. I had some followers of mine do me a favor. One follower, to be specific. A very zealous one. Can't remember his name. Maybe someday I'll come back and tell you if I do. Anyway, one of those waygates of the 9 that you people and your arcane folk have crafted. You know, the ones that let you walk across your world and see faraway places, and they're guarded by mystical means. I stole one of them. Yeah, I can't get it to work. I feel like... Well, I don't know. Maybe you people with mortal magic understanding could do something about it. The issue is, once the Knights of the Order brought it into the labyrinth, it dissipated its essence across the building. Perhaps
The god of madness, who makes fun of the mortal who doesn't know where an archdemonic spider is, needs them, the very mortals, to fix a door.
Oh,
Yes?
I said I was a Daedric prince, not a carpenter. Are you listening?
You're also an omnipotent god with magic far beyond our comprehension.
You can also turn into a staff.
That has been a supposed relic amongst the mortal realm for 800 years. I can do simple exploding cubes.
I am very proficient at stabbing people, not fixing doors.
I just find it ironic.
Yeah, can't you just like wave your hand or whatever and just fix it yourself?
He smiles and he says, where would the fun be in that? If you had the power to fix everything in the world, and you did it every time you needed to, there'd be nothing for you to do. And then he waits a second, and he points and says, ever.
But I suppose that's the definition of a utopia, isn't it?
Well, utopia loses its sheen after a while. If you ever become an omnipotent spirit, you'll understand what I mean.
I suppose that is too young for us kids to understand. Where's the door now?
Well, it's still in the labyrinth, and that's where you can find it.
The labyrinth where nobody has ever returned. Allegedly.
I was afraid he was going to say that.
Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like it might be easier to find this archdemon rather than going through this unpassable labyrinth just to find information about where this might be.
As fair as
You
that
say-
is.
As big a point as you make.
The essence of Shagorth speaks again, and he kind of flourishes his hands, and he says, "The next time you're near the Imperial City, find the little landmass in the lake with the strange doorway. And when you step through, you'll meet an old friend of mine. His name is Haskell. You'll tell him I sent you to Vithracool."
We are-
This does not sound like fun time.
We are so far from the Imperial City.
I mean, I feel like we're better off just finding it ourselves. I mean, it seems like it'd be harder to go through this maze.
Well, I have an idea. So, when he created that image of the Archdemon, I got a pretty good look at its details, right?
Yes.
I'm going to ritually cast something.
Oh boy.
Oh.
It's not a foolproof plan, but could potentially... I could at least maybe scratch off this entire village. Give me a moment. And
You're
he's
going to
gonna...
kill an entire village? What is...
No. And he's gonna take 10 minutes. So Otto just sits down right in the middle of this alley, crisscross applesauce, starts muttering some incantations, takes out a couple of components, and starts building what almost looks like a cobbled together like telescope, but out of like sticks and leaves and stuff. And then he's gonna clap his hands together, and it's going to completely shatter and send a huge radial wave for 1,000 feet out. Do I get a ping on the Archdemon?
You do not.
Scheisse.
Is is Shiggorath's person guy just sitting here for that whole 10 minutes while he's preparing that? Like,
Well, you guys
like-
could have whatever conversation you want. I'm
Okay,
basically an
so-
iPad kid.
Not just that, but
I'm-
Kelrog is holding a man hostage.
Oh yeah, you're still here.
This guy is... Oh, hey! He poofed into the zone of truth. Does he have to make a save?
the god?
Yeah.
Okay, the Daedric Prince does not have to make a
Okay.
save.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, I feel like even if he did
Isn't
make a
he-
save, he'd have like a plus 100 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
like a wisdom save of like plus 17.
While this
also
restrained
gonna say-
courier is still present, I just wanted to point out that this entire time, he hasn't spoken, but he has an extremely
guy.
panicked look on his face as he's been panning between Shagorth and you the whole time that you've been talking to each other. The
I don't blame
apparition,
you.
which
God.
represented Shagorth's appearance, was present for most of the time that Otto was channeling this without speaking, until eventually he got bored and said, "I can't watch this anymore. Just I come to the portal if you want to do it." And he claps his hands, and this huge purple like cloud of this strange powdery dust emanates from that point with a like reverberating sound that his hands made through the alleyway, and the apparition disappears along with the staff.
No.
Damn.
I
You no
kind of
longer
wish I
have a
didn't
magical
break my other one
quarterstaff.
now.
Yeah, you broke your other.
Does it at least just turn back into a stick? Or it just completely
No, it's
disappears?
gone.
It's completely gone.
It turned into him and he disappeared, so you do the math.
Well,
The DM knew I would be too powerful with it, so he had to nerf me.
I
Oh.
can get you another quarterstaff.
You talk about
I
these
don't know
things
how
like
I
it
feel
was
about
in
these
retrospect.
passwords.
I just need a piece of wood.
It's
Alright.
fine. I'll
I'm
just
just
find like
gonna-
a stick on the ground or something.
I'm just gonna look to the courier guy. Just be like, well, is there like anything you can help us with? Or was like,
This guy just
that all
witnessed
the
a god.
information just like
I've just been
completely
shaking him the
negated
whole
this.
time.
I have question for Courier. What was in the package you gave to the other man?
He's unable to tell you anything but the truth. But the truth will have to wait until after a 5-minute/10-minute
Son of a
intermission.
Damn.
So, everybody, we're going to take just about a 5-minute break or so, and we will be right back.
I
Also,
was really hoping that
apologies.
locate object would work.
Apologies if there's like screaming in the background. My sister just brought.
It's weird. Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay.
Bueno. Fuck. I was hoping to get. Yeah, actually, the archdemon's like directly under you, like 200 feet in some sort of dungeon. Okay.
Convenient.
It's actually
Great.
2 steps to the left.
I
Yeah.
also
It's actually that
tech-
box.
technically I also have augury, which I can ritually cast. I'd have to perform, or I'd have to get 10 minutes so that I could prepare it, and then I could use it. But it's ritual cast, so I can use it like, I guess, all like
Infinitely.
forever.
Yeah.
So I could
Mhm.
just, I could potentially just go, augury. How about this town? Should we go here? And then wheel or woe or whatever, and then ritually cast it again. How about this town? Just keep doing it.
This one,
Look.
locate just gives me a mile radius.
What does augury do again?
I ask my god basically a question, and I get back either wheel, woe, wheel and woe, or nothing. And basically, wheel is
It's
good results,
It's like
woe, bad results.
yeah,
It's
it's like
just
a diet
basically a
version
way
of
to-
commune.
It's a way to ask the DM like, hey, is this? Should I go here? Should I do this thing?
We have a leaf for that already.
I guess,
yeah,
but it's a little bit vague, right? It's kind of like
I guess
Yeah,
fair.
I looked at a pool, a bloody pit of body parts in a Daedric ritual circle, and that leaf was green as fuck.
And didn't the leaf turn like red or something or whatever it does to the place that we are now?
It
Question.
did.
I
And
also have
it didn't really do anything. Like we didn't find a thing here.
So
I guess we
the
found
leaf
fucking
will-
Sheogorath.
the leaf reacts depending on what you are specifically thinking about, correct?
I think so.
We have the image
It
of the
does when it
specific
wilts.
part
It only
demon.
does when it wilts. The
Yeah, but-
wilting happens when I think. The red will just happen if we are in the vicinity of somebody untrustworthy, which that female was actually, because she actually turned out to try to
That
kill us.
female is crazy.
Yeah, but so what we have like the image of that specific archdemon in our brain. You can find a
Yeah.
direction.
We need to know where it is. I mean, the leaf isn't gonna like. We can't like think of it, and then the leaf is gonna like write a name on the leaf or something. We have to like
No,
ask
no,
the leaf a
we
specific location.
no, we just have to think about that and then point the leaf in a specific direction, and it will wilt when we're facing the right direction. At least that's what I got from it.
What? We
From
just
his
have like cardinal
explanation.
direction to go.
No, it's not cardinal direction, it's place.
Mhm.
Which, if this thing isn't even in a city, which means all of the open bear map is fair game.
I mean, I think that potentially augury might get us closer because I can say is whatever place near this city, and if it's near that city, we at least have that general area
I wish I could just
in or
teleport
around.
infinitely.
Yeah.
It'd just be like just a rapid radar ping of a mile-wide circle.
I cast Apple AirTag.
Yes. I cast
Okay.
plot.
So specifically, guys, it doesn't wilt when you're thinking. It's specifically I wrote down it wilts when you have a good idea. And yeah, it turns red in the presence of evil, and then green is just normal.
It wilts when you have a good idea.
Yeah, it wilts when you have a good idea. Or I guess it's like something like when you get closer to your when your idea gets you closer to your goal. That's just how I wrote it in my notes.
And then you have to like collect a
I
bunch of
don't really
them.
know what that means. I've never been super clear on what this leaf does. I'll be honest. I think it was introduced when I was out, maybe.
I think so, yeah.
That was when we were inside the palace talking to the Jarl.
Yep, and
Yes.
that's when we told the Jarl to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've
Good
been a
times.
little unfamiliar with what it does exactly. I don't know if it's necessarily like an augury kind of thing.
I mean, we were
I guess
we
it's
were
more like a
pointing at
compass.
towns with it,
Yeah.
and it did wilt when I pointed to Leowin.
I
Yeah,
cast
which potentially should mean that was it supposed to wilt when we're getting like towards like a thing that is going to step us into the next direction, or is it wilting specifically when there's a demon presence afoot?
I think it's whenever we're at a place that coincides with our objective.
Yeah.
Okay, a place that progresses the storyline further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought that it was specifically it wilted when we said there was a presence of a demon in that specific location.
No. Well, that's what we like assumed, because that's what our goal currently. But now it looks like not so much.
Because we asked, I mean,
Fuck.
I guess we can also see if we ask the leaf again about Leowin
Magic leaf.
and
Yeah.
see what happens. If it
If it
wilts
turns-
or if it doesn't.
If it's just green, then we probably exhausted all our options here.
It's our new conch.
I think that
Oh, magic
potentially
conch.
augury would be more useful because I can specifically ask
Yeah.
my god, is there a demon in or around this location? And
Yeah.
then slowly pick off things from there.
How many questions can you ask with augury? Is it just one?
One, but it's a ritual cast, so I can cast it
Hmm.
as many times as I want. It just takes longer. What is it, like 10 minutes per
10 minutes per
Per
cast. Does it lose potency per casting?
Here, let's see. By casting, can I just like put it in the thing without casting it? How do I do that?
Because if it's like
Drag it over
commune,
here.
the more you
That's-
cast commune during the day, the more vague your answers will get.
Let's see. By casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying out cards, blah blah blah, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30
Excuse me.
minutes. Oh, within the next 30 minutes. Interesting. Well,
Oh.
I guess that
You're
we
gonna
could
be-
say that we're heading in a direction of a thing in the next 30 minutes. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast the spell 2 or more times before completing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading. Okay.
Mm.
So
It's good for one.
So I can do it twice.
Sort of two. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't abuse your praying powers.
Yeah. You're like Buddy the Elf that keeps calling his dad.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
worked. All right, I'll call you in 5 minutes. No.
I mean,
no,
we could just do it
no.
over the next few days.
Yeah.
Just
But, like-
every time I cast it, I cast it twice, and if it doesn't work, we just go to sleep and wait for the next day.
God.
Sleep 8 hours, only to be awake for 30 minutes. Sleep another 8 hours.
We'll be really fucking well rested.
Yeah, fuck that circadian rhythm.
Man, oh man.
I guess I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking, what could I ask in relation to going, whether or not we should go through with this Shivering Isles bullshit.
Oh boy.
That's
It feels
probably
like
fair.
more. It feels like way more trouble than it's worth to just get an answer of like, hey, this is where it is.
But also, the DM probably set a bunch of stuff up for us regarding that, so I don't want to.
What if there's cool shit in the labyrinth?
Yeah,
I
what
ain't
if there's
gonna lie.
cool shit? What if there's cool shit?
The
if
loot
there's-
gremlin in me is like, a lot of bodies are in there. A lot of bodies have a lot of things.
I just got my magical item taken away. I need to get another one.
That's true. That's actually so true.
I didn't get to use it.
And I think well, I mean, we have one seed left.
The Shivering Isles is always bad news, though. It's always not good things are coming from the
But
Shivering
it's
Isles.
crazy news.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I mean, it is literal insanity.
Yeah. Might be funny. Roll initiative. You're
might be
fighting
funny,
a wheel
might
of cheese.
die, might be funny though.
Kinda, yeah. Imagine getting killed by cheese.
Oh god.
So I return to getting killed by cheese.
Shivering Isle bullshit. Roll initiative. Roll for Brie.
Ah.
Roll for Brie.
Oh shit, it's mozzarella. Fuck, man.
Critted on the sharp cheddar.
Oh, he got that Gouda.
I think we've already had enough cheese in this
Shit.
campaign.
I think we have, and for any
Not enough.
for those who are just catching up with us with the stream, someday we'll talk more about the cheese. But let's just
Legendary
say
cheese peddler.
they're tired of cheese.
The
I
cheese,
think-
not the
I
cheese.
think enough people have turned into inanimate objects, though.
That could happen a lot more if we go
Technically, it only happened once, so.
I mean, you all
One too
do
many.
still have the Wabajack. I mean, just
Yeah,
I just
I'm
want to.
surprised they didn't mention that at all.
Up until this point,
Yeah.
it's
I was
still
going
been there
to.
with you.
Wait, isn't the Wabajack technically a quarterstaff?
Oh no.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be swinging that thing around.
Yeah, I
bro.
wouldn't swing
Yeah.
that around. That one's
Okay, so
literally...
I don't know.
yes,
I don't know.
yes,
I could,
technically
I
it
could do my
is.
thing where I test it out again and see if it happens when I just whack someone with it.
Or you could be practicing your martial arts forms and accidentally create like a tree ant.
Hell yeah.
Tree beard.
Or
Accidentally
instead
sends a
you'll have
fucking
more
claw.
legs as a chair.
More legs to kick people in the shins with.
It's hard to kick people when you're wood.
You can't move. Yeah.
Fucking gets turned into fucking Pinocchio.
Do I look like a real boy, Papa?
Do I look like a real boy, Papa?
Alright, so... the courier.
Oh.
The package.
The
Goes
question was asked by Lazard before our intermission. What was in the package?
What's in the fucking box?
And he's still not able to give you an untruth as a result of Jadargo's efforts. So he says, deriving from this information, which stems from outside his mind, though unable to lead you astray, it was a decree for a new soul. The souls which enter Vithrakul's churning realm are each indoctrinated.
Really want to go to the crazy maze.
I don't really know what that means.
Like, I really want to go to the crazy maze.
I'm kind of there with you. I feel challenged.
Well, don't we all?
That is maybe more of you problem.
Not mentally challenged.
Some of us were born this way. Yeah. I feel challenged.
No, like I feel like I've been issued a challenge.
Oh, okay.
A
Not-
very important distinction to be made.
Hush now, eat your crayons.
I like the purple ones.
Oh,
I maybe we can do the little radar ping that you want to do heading back, or kind of exhausted. I'm gonna take the leaf out.
It's a first.
And I'm gonna-
we see
yeah.
if Leon
I'm gonna
is
take out Gaia's
dead to
breath, and
us.
I'm just gonna stare at it fully intent with the idea of Leowin, and if it still contains something towards our objective of archdemon hunting.
and so Otto draws forth this oak tree leaf, a strange relic of druidic magic not understood, but yet still wielded. He focuses on whether Leowin holds a way to get to this demon or not. The leaf remains a healthy green.
Put the leaf back.
So we came here for nothing.
Well, we
Uh,
came here to lose a magical object and talk to Shiogorat.
We did
Well-
break that portal thing, the ritual circle, pool of
That
blood.
could have been a problem down the road. Yes.
It's almost implied that perhaps instead of it leading you here for that specifically, that it was here, that perhaps you had to come here to find it.
Come here to find it.
Well, sorry, by it I mean the path forward. Perhaps coming to this place was a stepping stone.
Oh, I got you. This poor guy that's been wrestled by a massive paladin, Zone of Truth, has seen the god of madness, and then us arguing about which god to talk to, and finally resolving to speak to a leaf.
Wait, he still can't lie to us, correct?
That is
Sure.
correct, yes.
I'm gonna look. I'm like gonna kind of like get up like in his face, like nose to nose, just like,
Are you okay?
if we let you go, are you going to become problem later?
Undoubtedly.
He says, I only do this for the pay. I truly don't know what they do with these letters.
Yeah, sounds good enough to me.
So will you tell anybody about us, or you're going to keep your mouth shut?
So, this is an interesting question in that he cannot give you an untruth, but he would still be able to answer by his own will if it is a truth. He says, perhaps for a fee.
You are asking us to pay you so that you do not tell people.
No, he's saying he might tell other people about us if they pay him.
No. Sorry, Jadargo had it right. He is attempting to blackmail you, essentially.
You want to
I got your
blackmail?
fee
Do you
right
just
here.
see what happened? Like the past 10 minutes of what just happened. Like all of this. There was a god, and we talked with them, and we talked about killing demons. You really want to blackmail
And
us?
the leaf.
Yeah, sure.
Can-
The leaf seems really important to this whole situation. Yes, of course. The
Every
leaf that
deal
tells us
basis
things.
is a leaf.
Question. Can I do a quick perception check to see if there's anywhere to stash a body in this alleyway?
Okay, you know what? 100% yes. Definitely, please go ahead and roll that.
I would like an answer to my question, though.
Definitely.
Jesus.
So simultaneously, we have a result of a 18 for perception, and at the same time, the question posed of based on what he had really just seen, is he actually making this attempt? He kind of grins this confident look on his face, and he says, "I know I am restrained, but if you should reach into the satchel on my right side, you'll find my derivation."
Yeah.
Reaching into a satchel. So far?
For now, yes.
Probably.
Okay, so you'd reached into the satchel and you'd pulled out this medallion, which held a symbol on it that was seen on the shoulders of some imperial paladins, which passed by on horses literally months ago in this adventure. You had seen them along your travels while hex crawling from town to town. The same symbol is seen on this medallion, which has golden emblems all around its side and gold leafing. He says, were I to disappear, I am sure that the remainder of the Twilight Inquisition would launch an investigation quickly.
You are part of the Twilight Inquisition.
Damn it.
Who exactly is the Twilight Inquisition?
Those are two words that just saved this man's life. It's
So
an
you
underground.
are, then?
It is a secret subsect of essentially religious hunters that are under the direct command of Uriel, the Emperor. Basically, he is untouchable.
Oh.
Lest we catch another charge. And this one probably wouldn't get waived.
He says, while smiling, he is correct. And maybe this fee would also help me to forget the individuals who stopped me that match the description of those who rejected the Emperor's offer.
Oh, the Emperor is quite aware of our stance on the offer. And allowed us to leave with his blessing and free of charge.
Otto, he responds by saying, in turn, the Emperor has eyes and ears, which know
We haven't.
more than you think of your endeavors. Perhaps
We haven't heard you.
you should have reconsidered the offer. Their destination.
Well, that basically makes us co-workers.
I mean, I don't really see a gain in paying this man any sort of coin.
No, I don't either,
snitch on
especially
us.
if he's working for the Emperor. I mean, the Emperor knows we are launching our own investigation into these matters. And we have had his blessing for that. So that
Yeah, that asshole said we were free to do what we want.
you
was gonna ask
have no
the
leverage
couriers.
here.
I'm gonna ask courier straight up, why would we pay you then if we seemingly are doing the same thing and
And apparently making more progress than you.
Da.
Because right now, the only thing that stands between me And the biggest breakthrough to the Emperor in my career is the money you could hand me.
You know, there is also this great thing that as long as I make it look like a robbery, no one will ever know it was us.
Robbery
That'll-
by him or us?
I mean,
Us?
Not really
it's
following.
I mean, it's
Can-
also possible that we just like completely get rid of your body and nobody ever finds you. Potentially, I'm not saying that we will. I'm just saying it is possible.
I mean,
We have a
we
wizard that can just like
Argonians.
turn you into like nothing.
We Argonians are not very picky on what we eat. We will, if we have to, we'll eat a person.
I am not watching you eat a person. This is disgusting.
Lazard, can you give me a roll for intimidation as you discuss in front of him cannibalizing him?
Roll for munchies.
Roll for munchies.
Can I roll perception to see how tasty this guy is?
Well,
Son of a
it had to happen sometime, dude.
Oh,
I was on a roll, and it had to be now. God fucking damn it. This is unfortunate.
He says, or perhaps you lack the consideration that the Inquisition resides on the shoulders of the strongest and most seasoned paladins the Emperor has within his stead. Maybe they could see through something as mundane as a cover-up attempt. My life can end, but my life stands for the Inquisition regardless, and you will be found, even as we speak. He smiles.
Wait, we have a bag of holding, right?
You do, but he says, even as we speak, and he smiles. Someone is looking for you.
Well, that hasn't changed since day one, to be honest.
Look, I think we've gotten off on the wrong foot. You're here for clandestine reasons. We're here for clandestine reasons. If we can just work together, set aside our differences for now, I think both of us get away with a bit, you know. You can get what you want from the Emperor, and we can kill who we want to kill.
I'm okay with letting this man go free. Unless anybody else is opposed.
Of course. And I've been grappling them this entire time, and I'll
You're gonna
set
phone
them down.
Nelson for 15 minutes.
very long hug.
Got a lot of love to give.
So as he is then released, he falls forward onto the ground and then gathers himself and pushes himself up by his hands, stands up. He brushes himself off a bit and he says, well, you're smarter than the Emperor thinks. But
That almost hurts.
there's still the matter of the cost.
Oh, we are not paying you shit. We have nothing to lose for this.
Kelrog is going to walk up to him and reach directly into his pocket and pull out whatever money he has in there,
Is it
Come
uh,
on.
and then grab his hand and slap that money into his hand.
All right, Calrog. So you
boys.
reach deep into your pockets to pull forth the 9 septums.
Oh, pardon me. Not my pockets. His pockets.
Oh.
Stealing from him and paying him in his own money.
Okay, so you literally reach over and you just slide your hand into his pocket
Manhandle
and
this man's pockets.
you pull a coin purse out of his pocket and you slap it into his hand. And he just looks at you with this almost like astonished and confused expression. And he says, I see. And he slips it back into his pocket and he says, so, if that's your decision, I think we'll see you soon. And he starts to turn and walk away.
Well, you better hope not.
What a nice fellow.
I tell you this now, if we do see you again, I'm not hesitating.
I won't hesitate, bitch.
Oh, what a callback. Oh, that carbon dated me.
Don't fuck with me, I've got the power of God and anime on my side.
He trots off into the night back around the front of the Chapel of Zenithar and somewhere off into Leowyn as you still stand in
Stay
this
in score.
alleyway. Now just the five of you. You've learned a lot from these interactions. But one important question, what will you do with this information? What do you want to do from here? The
My
time,
vote is still for the crazy maze.
the time is now 4 a.m.
Scheiße.
I say we go back to our rooms, get some sleep, and then reconvene in the morning.
Before we get to sleep, we should decide on a destination.
Can we not do that over breakfast?
I'm fine with that, honestly.
I suppose.
Alright,
So,
then let us head back to inn then.
You'll have enemies in high places.
apparently,
Well, yes, we are being hunted by Moleg's balls and his acquaintances. It is almost the highest of foes.
As true as that is now, in addition to that, there is now this implication that perhaps rejecting the Emperor's offer may lead to other problems.
Why
Isn't
did
it-
we not want to go with the Emperor again? What was the point of this? I was in a daze.
he's a
He
dick.
isn't. Yeah, he really wasn't offering us any help with the investigation whatsoever. He essentially just wanted us to give him information with nothing to gain for us.
Well, I mean, perhaps we would have been also receiving some information from his ventures.
He also specifically said that he hates Azura. We knew you wouldn't like that. Wait, is Zone
I'm
of
gonna-
Truth still up? Is Zone... Hold on.
It would have been long over at this point.
Just looks at the
Okay.
glyph, takes one step out, hated Azura.
Yeah.
However, I am going to, or not cast, I'm going to insight. Roll insight. With some guidance, just as.
Some guidance.
Nat 1.
The insight was specifically for.
Seeing if she's lying about him saying.
Make a
that
deception
she-
check and see who beats who.
That's
that he
actually
was
what we're going to
completely
do.
Against.
Fuck yeah.
So, Jadargo, perception with guidance, and Chop, please give me a roll for deception.
All right.
Oh shit!
But
No!
Oh, you cheesy fuck!
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
God is
that's-
on my side.
that is
that's-
so dirty.
That's pretty real. Oh shit. Okay. So the
That was like
22
the best roll I've had
tie.
in like 10 sessions.
Jadargo's
That's actually
eyebrow
true.
raises like
Damn.
half an inch higher.
Oh.
Damn.
Now, that was so insane that please remind me, what were you trying to overcome in this? What was the debate here?
Chop was saying that the Emperor specifically said that he hated Azura.
And that's why we didn't accept his offer, because I knew that he wouldn't like that.
There is something about, even though Chop was very convincing, Jadargo, there's something about the expression on his face that tells you that that's bullshit, and there's more to this than that.
Now, why must you lie to me? Why do you lie to a fellow Khajiit? This is very wrong.
I'm
Okay,
not
he
lying,
mean
he said that to our faces. I remember it really clearly, right? Lizard?
I don't believe you.
okay.
I'll-
He may not have told us that he hated Azura specifically, but it was
Look.
implied.
Look, you've got to-
Implied, of
you-
course.
Yeah.
Sure.
You've got to forgive him. His shaft just started glowing, and now it's blown up. And look, he's growing, and he's getting to know. He's gonna lash out.
Plus, the
That's
stingy bastard
the-
would not
like
even.
Pinocchio, that's how you know he's lying.
I also just love that this debate is going on in an alleyway at 4 a.m. with voices just echoing out in the distance in this argument, as there's nobody around to hear it. You just hear the sound of crickets and the wind blowing, and in this dark place behind the church, this disagreement is breaking out violently.
It was an agreement that saw no immediate benefits. There was no. There was no
Immediate
supplies or backup. There was nothing supplied to us to help with this endeavor. So the argument was that, if the Emperor himself is unable to supply his own Inquisition with resources, then what would be the point altogether?
Bah.
See, this is all you had to say. You did not have to lie. You remember when I did say a thing about Khajiit lying? What a shame. You are putting a bad name to our race of people.
Plus, that stingy bastard would not even give us a card.
That is also true.
Well, perhaps moving ahead in the future, we may reconsider if it is perhaps in our better. I think it might be perhaps if we get more information from him, if he is unwilling to
Maybe we
provide
could-
information back and forth, then perhaps not. But something to think about.
Hell no, dude. You saw what happened. He said he would let us go without any further questions, and then look what we got here. We got one of his Twilight Inquisitors or whatever, trying to keep eyes on us.
Well, I in fact did
Can't
not
trust this
see
guy.
because I was not there. But I mean, he's just trying to get information. I think that he's fine. I mean, he's trying to get rid of the plague of Molag's balls, so it might be within our best interest to, at some
Just-
point. I'm not saying right now. Just if we encounter something like this in the future, Maybe it might be
Maybe
within
if
our
we
best
run into
interest.
something that might actually be too big for the 5 of us.
I'm just saying, you can't trust the government, man.
God damn it.
It is an empire, not a government.
Isn't
An
it a
empire
type
is
of
still a
government?
form of government.
No.
Yeah, even I knew that.
Chop's like, nah, dude, it's a monarchy. I read that shit.
This is an individual. This is more like an anarcho collective.
Okay, now you're just making up words.
He thinks that
Maybe.
if he uses bigger words, he could confuse the stupider of us.
He can also hear the one who said he feels challenged.
I
Look,
meant I felt like I was issued a challenge, not mentally challenged.
What, a crossword puzzle?
I
Wow.
think there's a lot of judgment going on around here, and I think we could all take a step back.
Use a nap.
A PvP is about to break out right
I
here.
am EP. I cast Shatter on the fucking alleyway.
So, with Kelrog's suggestion that perhaps some rest may help with the tensions, is there any thoughts as far as making your way back to that inn where rooms are still rented for the night, or is there any business that you guys have left in the town that you want to attend to as the stars overlay?
I don't think there's
Yeah,
any
getting a
business that are
room.
going to be open at 4 a.m.
You
You might be making
gentlemen,
breakfast.
go ahead to the inn. I have something I want to take care of real quick. I will meet you all there.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what it is?
Just a quick errand, something I want to go grab real quick.
At
I saw
4
a
a.m. in the
shop that-
morning.
Yes, I saw a shop that said it was open 24 hours, and I wanted to go check it out.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then if it is something, harmless in the way that you mean, then, I don't think there would be any harm in, just letting us know what it is. And as I finish that sentence and finish my hand casting and place on his shoulder, and I will cast Suggestion.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, what does suggestion do?
Suggestion is basically, in a sentence or two, I will suggest something that you, to the best of your ability, must do, and it is basically something that you have to carry out immediately after the save has been made, and if you fail it or not. And my suggestion was that you just, if it's that harmless and it's just about a shop, then, I said you should just tell us what it is. And I casted Suggestion.
Okay, what kind of save do I have to roll?
Let me.
Is it Constitution?
I think it might be Wisdom.
Or is it Wisdom?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
Wisdom.
character sheet is transparent.
Yeah, it's a 15 Wisdom save.
Try to
Hold on, let
refresh
me-
the page, yep.
Oh shit, yeah, mine was transparent too. I was just trying to read really hard.
I lost connection.
Oh no! Oh,
Did everybody lose connection to the module?
I think
I'm
so.
still here.
I'm still in the middle
Okay,
of refreshing.
I'm
Let's take
logging
a
back
speed
in.
estimate.
Yeah, I'm basically doing the Obi-Wan thing. It's like, you want to go home and rethink your life as I place my hand on your shoulder. You want to tell me what the fuck you're up to.
You don't want to sell me any death sticks.
No, I don't want to sell you any death sticks.
Okay, I'm back in.
So, Wisdom saving throw of a DC 15.
All you have to do is click that
Wisdom
little button.
Yeah, it should be in the chat.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep, it'll go ahead and roll that for you. Hell yeah. So with the set,
Yikes.
oh dear.
Son of a bitch.
Well,
I'm still loading in, but I assume that meant you failed.
the
I
7
got a
won't do it.
7.
Pretty poorly.
Yeah, no, my saves are pretty decent for a
So-
level 3.
Lizard, you are subject to the
Level 4.
effects of Otto's suggestion enchantment.
So I have to tell him the truth.
You do.
Fuck.
I suggested that you tell me what you're doing. So, yeah.
I'm going. I was planning on going to rob that inheritance that we heard about.
Unacceptable.
Wizard, our pursuits and objectives are going to be, monetarily, the 5 of us are richer than anybody who is not Baron level of, financial power here.
I wasn't going to take it all.
Just a couple thousand, right?
Just about half.
Half.
This is unacceptable.
For what could you possibly need 7,500 septums?
For absolutely anything that I would want.
We have a group, chemistry here with our finances. A lot of a sort of give and take, if you will. If that's something you desire, something you need for our journeys, you could just ask.
I mean, like, I am all from, stealing from the rich, but, like, you are the one who killed that single mother, so I feel like that might just be a bit much.
It's also stealing from the rich is not what this would be.
I mean, the inheritance was, like, what, 10,000? That's kind of a lot.
15.
15? Yeah,
15,000, yeah.
that's kind of
Yes,
a lot.
but to give
that's a lot.
to the children of this person we murdered that we found out was innocent.
Lazar's
at
like,
least
yo,
take
we can speedrun this campaign. I'm about to just.
I'm
Morals
about
be
to get the
damned.
whole village on us.
It's Fallout 313 all over again.
Oh my god.
Can I at least take the horses?
Why?
You remember
We're not
where
into
we are
horses.
going potentially very shortly.
Yes, but we can rent a stable for a day or two if we need be.
You think that we would be somewhere like the Maze of Madness and think it'd just be a simple day or two?
I don't know. I don't know how
You
long mazes take.
assuming we are coming back?
I
The
would like to
time-
think we are capable beings.
The time is now 5:30 in the morning. The sun is starting to crest over the horizon and beginning to light the streets of the city ever so dimly.
I think there are going to be better opportunities and bounties in the days to come rather than the inheritance of 3 now recently orphaned children.
Also, I think that horses are not in our best interest at the moment.
It wouldn't even be enough to have all 5 of us.
It would be if we could get a carriage.
I think it would hamper us more than it would help us. At the moment, I think that traveling by the carriage rides have been faster and more efficient for us than doing
Maybe-
it ourselves.
Maybe after we get out of the maze, we can look into those horses.
I would agree. Right now, we are about to traverse somewhere extremely dangerous. To which,
Also, the problem with the horses is that if ever we need to use the seeds, it kind of makes that hard to do with the horses.
yes, the horses would not be able to join us.
Shit.
But we can always steal more as well.
See?
Yeah.
So
That's
what you
it.
are saying is that there is no point to stealing these particular horses then?
At the moment, no.
Damn it.
Fantastic.
Alright.
Can we not steal from children and go to sleep?
Everybody like that. Let's go to sleep.
Kelrog has been asleep for the last hour, sitting back against the wall, snoring somewhat loudly.
Cadrock, I apologize. We're going there now.
Yeah.
We're going to get some shut eye to tap on.
Oh,
Let's-
yeah.
Let's go.
Of course, yeah.
You return to the inn in Leowyn, where you retire back to the quarters that have been rented each for the evening. It was already very late. Very early, some might say. 5:30 in the morning on Fredos, the 29th now of Sun's Height. But after resting for a good amount of time, being deprived as such.
Before I sleep, I want to do one thing.
Okay.
I want to give myself 10 minutes to prepare augury, and then cast augury.
Okay.
And I would like to commune with Azura and ask if we should go to the maze, whatever the name of the maze was, I can't remember.
All right.
It's wheel, woe, wheel or woe, or wheel and woe, or nothing.
I will also accept wee woo.
After a moment of silence, after you divine and reach out through the tethers of the spiritual realm to Azura, she speaks back the omen to you in simple words. Wheel and woe.
Shit. Great. All right. Well, with that news, I'm gonna go right to sleep.
Yeah. Be careful. Fuck.
You all rest a good amount of time. In fact, you rest all the way until 12 in the afternoon.
Makes sense.
Yo, we sleeping in.
Your training
sleep.
begins.
Through this night and encounter no dreams nor any nightmares. You sleep and simply awaken as if the time passed just like that.
Guys,
Thank
we cracked
God.
the code. We just sleep during the day and we don't get the nightmares.
They're called nightmares for a reason.
Yeah, it's fuck. Fuck.
Guys, we figured it out!
My God.
And as it is
So we-
now, midday on Fredos, here in the town of Leowyn, you awake. Except one of you. Lazard, you have fully contracted the vampirism disease. As you've now rested, it has festered within your blood, and you have become a vampire.
Oh boy.
Da-na-na-na.
Let's try to go out during the day.
Well,
This is the skin of a lizard, Bella.
I'm glad that you asked, because it's only fair that the group should understand outside of character a couple things about what this means. Lazard, you've gained some new traits and some new tethers to other spiritual powers, which are unattainable to that of mortals. But, like I said, you are afflicted by the condition of vampirism. It is known as well as sanguine vampiris or perphoric hemophilia. You are plagued with the uncontrollable thirst for blood. Vampires of Tamriel are undead. You are diseased persons and cursed persons just the same, depending on how you interpret this affliction. Some will hate you, hunt you, and misunderstand you. Whether they consider themselves cursed or blessed, vampires are nonetheless considered abominations by some. There are a few things to know. You no longer need to rest. You've shrugged your mortal coils. You no longer require to sleep. You are immune to the sleep spell, and you have resistance to all non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Delicious.
Whoa.
You are vulnerable to silvered weapons as well as radiant and fire damage. Permanently.
Not so delicious.
You also have something else called nocturnal adaptation, where your eyes have become accustomed to dark conditions. You can see an additional 60 feet beyond your baseline vision, including dark vision. You cannot discern color in the dark anymore, however. You only see shades of gray. Forever. Adversely, the light of day now blurs your vision, and you have trouble seeing in the sun. You have disadvantage on attack and wisdom and perception checks that rely on the sight when you or the target of your attack is in direct sunlight. Unnatural light sources like lamps or torches are not going to affect you in this way. But there's some other things too. You are averse to light. For every hour that you spend in direct sunlight when you are not covered or your skin is not covered, you will take 1d6 radiant damage.
This is so much fun.
You also
Oof, which is doubled.
have a thirst for blood, and you must consume fresh blood on a regular basis to sustain yourself. As a result, you can no longer recover hit points through a long or short rest. Instead, you can use an action to roll one hit die to regain hit points by consuming blood contained in a vessel of your choosing. This can be a vial, a living source, but it has to be blood. Alternatively, you can recover a spell slot, the level of which is equal to the number of hit dice you spend. You can consume up to half of your available hit points, or your hit dice, once per day to recover a spell slot, and each day at dusk, you recover a number of hit dice equal to that of half your level rounded down. All of this is being added to your character sheet for easy remembrance and transparency. One more thing. You also can now produce a draining bite, as your reptilian teeth at the canines have now extended further and become vampiric fangs. You can drain the blood and life energy from a willing creature or one that is grappled by you, incapacitated, or restrained. You can make a melee attack against the target, and if you hit, you will deal 1 piercing damage and 1d6 necrotic damage, and the target's hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the necrotic damage taken, and then...
Am I the only one?
Are you the only one? What?
You cut out for me.
Anybody else?
No?
I heard him.
Okay, let me just go back a little bit. So when you deal that damage, okay, when you make a melee attack against a target that you're trying to drain with this bite, if you hit, you will deal 1 piercing damage and 1d6 necrotic damage. Okay, the target's hit point maximum will be reduced by the necrotic damage they take, and you will regain hit points equal to that amount. You will literally, in real time, drain the hit points and gain them in that moment. This reduction will last until the target finishes a long rest, and if the target will die if their hit point maximum is reduced to 0. When you deal damage to a humanoid creature with this bite, the target has to succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or they will be infected with the vampiric disease permanently.
Whoa.
Gorgeous. I
An
can make a
infected creature
vampire
will
army.
have 3 days to remove the curse, or you will turn them as well.
Fuck yeah, vampire army. Let's go.
So I went a little crazy with the homebrew on this, but don't worry because we have lycanthropy too. But our first true bona fide vampire, and now you are fully infected. All of these rules are in full effect.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
I know that took a few moments, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood the gravity of these conditions inside this world.
No more healing from long and short rests. That's insane.
Oh,
Does it affect healing spells at all?
So you're still able to be healed by healing magic.
What about potions?
I don't think so.
Hang on a second, my friend.
Seems like it'd be the same thing.
I'm just checking my verbiage here in the Obsidian. Okay, so there's nothing here that explicitly says that consuming a potion that would gain hit points will not work. So I'm going to rule that yes, that would still work.
Okay, so potions and healing spells still work. It's just long rests.
Yeah, resting does not help you. You have to drink blood in order to regain health, period, as it relates to resting.
Okay.
So you could try to sustain yourself with potions for a certain amount of time, but I will say that eventually you will develop physical traits if you deprive yourself of blood for too long, which will make it much easier for people to tell that you're different.
Does it have to be humanoid blood? Or can it be animals?
It has to be fresh blood. It does not necessarily have to be humanoid, but it cannot be
Okay, so-
rotting or congealed.
Okay, so I can just go hunt for food if I need to.
You could, yep. You could go and drink the blood of a cow or a deer. Yes, that would also work.
Just fucking pack up some rabbits on a string, like some weird cursed Kool-Aid jammers.
Weird cursed Kool-Aid jammers.
Cherry
Blizzard
flavor.
comes busting in the
They're all
room. Oh
cherry.
yeah.
Oh no, and he's red.
I hope that's fruit punch.
Oh no.
It's never fruit punch.
Just gonna keep a basket full of kobolds to eat.
You have a bag of Holden, put a bunch of rabbits in there and just use them like Capri Suns.
They'll die
They
though.
would die. Yeah.
It's hermetically sealed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus,
unfortunate.
not to mention if putting a person inside of a bag of holding is how you make a bag man, then what the fuck happens if you put an animal inside of a bag of holding?
You want to
Depends on
find
the
out?
animal.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Because you guys know I'm more than willing to let you try.
If it's a bunny, you get a bag bunny.
I put a mammoth in there.
Bag myth.
Put a fucking deer in there, and that's how you get a fucking Wendigo.
Yo, you put a beer in there or a deer in there, guess what? You got a beer.
Oh,
That's all I'm saying. No, a
whitetail white draft. Nice.
hey.
Fucking puts a deer in there. Goes to find the deer, pulls out fucking Juggernog.
It's a moose head.
oh my god.
So
God damn it.
as you awake and exit the tavern, you find yourselves in the town. Now, it's safe to say, Lazar, that you would probably be drawing your hood and trying to cover yourself the best that you could.
Do at this point, do I know that I am full vampire?
You feel very aware, alert, tapped into the moment, and slightly different than you did the day before. And just the same, as soon as you had stepped out through the doorway into the city streets, you felt a singeing and burning sensation on the aspects of your scaly skin, which had been directly exposed to the sunlight for just that split second.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and cover up as best as I can.
So you draw your hood just in time to where it doesn't cause you any true harm in this moment, but you felt that burn for a moment, and you're starting to think, oh, it must be in full effect now. You're feeling these symptoms, and you're feeling strange, like there's something you need that you don't have. But in the same moment, everybody is stepping outside of the tavern as Lazard is grappling with this reality, and here you are, midday in the town of Lewin, with the information you've garnered last night and the rest behind you. What is next?
It's noon.
God damn it.
I guess since we don't have any other leads, our best bet is the labyrinth. Forgot the word for a second.
It's a crazy maze.
Going off the crazy maze.
Just a suggestion, but
Maze.
maybe we should stock up on some food before we go in.
We have our rations in the bag of
Yeah.
holding. How many do we
Yeah.
still have?
I don't think rations are going to be good for me anymore.
Well, why?
Well, you remember when those 3 strange men bit me on the arm?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot about that part.
yeah,
You're not sucking my blood.
Right, that's why I was saying we stock up on food. You know, there's this lovely thing called wild game in the woods.
Then why do we need to stock up on anything?
Just a quick side
Because-
note that the colors of the irises of Lazard's eyes have become a sanguine red as opposed to their previous tone, and there is something about his cheekbones that looks a little bit more defined to the rest of you.
It's very chat of you.
Fucking turning into handsome Squidward over here.
Oh God, he's hot. Uh,
I am thinking that we should stock up so that when we go into the maze, for however long we are in there, I don't run out of blood and end up having to drink one of you.
Well, then shouldn't you
Alright.
get some stuff in the Imperial City then? Because we had to go there first.
well, as an emergency juice pouch, I believe Kelrog is immune.
Are you? Hello?
I think-
Kelrog?
yeah, there might have been a.
Sorry about that.
Exploded.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Wait, are you immune to that?
Oh, sorry. I was distracted for a second. I am immune.
All good.
Okay, so in case of emergency, I can take a little off the top of him. But I would prefer to not exhaust my party members, if at all possible.
Above table, like if he does need to give Kelrog a little suck, um,
Oh my god, I wish of all the ways in God's green earth. Okay, go
A
ahead.
little suck.
Roll for suck.
You
if
know
a little
what?
suck is necessary,
If this was a
like
YouTube video and we had like a title of like, you know, how there's always like a quote from the episode of it would be, if Kelrog had to get the suck.
what is it? What are the drawbacks for Kelrog?
Well, I'm glad that you asked because there are certainly some. You may be immune to the disease, but you're not immune to the way that it will
To
sap
blood
your spiritual energy. You see,
Hit point reduction.
when he drinks your blood, your hit points will be reduced by some number until your next long rest. And if for some reason that was to reduce them to 0, then Lazard would kill you in this process.
But he can only do a d6 at a time.
That's true.
Can that be healed with magic?
Can be
In-
healed.
In theory, yes, it could. But my way of saying that is just to say, if by some circumstances that caused you to hit 0 by some means, any means, then yes, you would risk a lethal outcome.
Die as in like death immediately, or potentially be able to be saved?
Death saves or death saves. I can't talk. Death saves would still be an element.
Oh,
So
really?
I could just use spare the dying then.
Yes, there is nothing in the homebrew rules that I've written for this for the bite of a vampire that prevents death saves. So they are still on the table unless there is something else which would prevent them.
Gotcha. And, I suppose we would stock up on game as we move.
I mean, if anything, we just grab some files and drain something into it. Just for safekeeping for later. Because I imagine that would be easier than, carrying around a animal.
But I'm sure we can find some local game to not explode so that you may extract what you need.
Duh.
So purchase some vials, and then we still haven't really resolved where we are going.
That's a good point.
Well, I believe we were going to head to the maze. I believe everyone was in agreement for that, right?
Kelrog, Shidago.
Oh, the big scary maze. I'm not excited about it, but fuck if it'll get us closer to stopping Molag Bal. I'm in.
From what I understand, it will bring us closer to Malag's Balls, yes.
Well, I communed with Azura last night, and she said that it was good and bad. No surprise there, I suppose.
Well,
But
good
at
in the
least it is
sense-
not all bad.
Did she say
Yes.
anything about sacrificing anyone?
okay.
Yes. She said to sacrifice Chop because he is a big liar.
Ah,
Can I insight check this?
don't you dare guidance yourself, you
Okay,
bastard.
Jadargo, please roll for deception, and Chop,
I've had
please roll for
guidance this
insight.
whole time. None
Could-
of you
could-
ever knew.
Would it be possible for me to give them the help action by just like readying my glaive and be like,
Well, if that's what's gonna happen.
I will say
Wait,
that
you're
I'm
helping
not saying
Jadargo?
this. I will say that I'm not like trying to like seriously lie. It's clearly a joke.
Okay, then I won't require the roll if that's the case.
Well, sacrifices amongst friends aside, let's grab some vials for our new uh, night guard. And should we charter a
well,
cart again?
I would also like to get some. Well, I guess if this town has an apothecary, some supplies to make some health potions.
I would also like to see if I could maybe get better scimitar.
I also think our monkeys down quarterstaff maybe we should find.
Ah,
We
good
don't need to
point.
buy one. If we're going to go hunt, I could just look for a stick in the woods and it'll work.
I could shape one out of the side of a tree. It is
Find a
no problem.
Just find a good enough
I'll even
stick
make
and
it
just
look
whip it
fancy
around.
and carved.
Probably the less fancy the better. I'm gonna be swinging that thing around. I don't want to, ruin your work.
Okay. I tell you what, Chop. I'll even let you pick out the tree.
Cool.
Just
So,
find some like random mystical magical tree in the middle of the woods.
Shit.
with the planning and thought in mind of working to prepare for the satiation of your companion who is undergoing this condition, as well as the conglomerate thought in mind of heading towards the Imperial City and towards the access point to Lake Rumere and into the Niven Bay, where this strange landmass can be found. The direction of our tale heads that way, back northbound. But for this week, that is where the curtain falls. A lot to consider, everybody. A lot of things have come to light, and a long-standing artifact, something that's been with the party for months, was not what it was thought to be. The other Daedra seemed to be plotting against Mulagbal. If what Sheagorth says is true, then that means perhaps there is unrest in realms beyond just the mortal plane, and that this problem stems even deeper. But trying to head northbound towards this water body to find this landmass and speak to the one called Haskell is not apart from the Twilight Inquisition and what has been suggested to you that perhaps the Brotherhood may not be the only thing you stand to have concern for in this world. We think back to that decision that was made and wonder what could have been. But until next week, that's where we're at. So, thank you, everybody. I sincerely appreciate it. I think that this session, as always, was fantastic, and I had a super, super awesome time. I hope that everybody had just as much fun as me, and I wonder what you think you'll find in this place called Vethrikul, and if Sheagorth's help will be worth it.
Find out next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Woo.
So, until next week, that's where we'll leave it, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. Rover, I will add to your character sheet all of the traits discussed now that you've contracted full vampirism, and with the gravity that lays on everybody else, just think of what happens if someone turns into a werewolf one day. We'll see.
Delicious.
Our own personal episode of Underworld. Let's go.
Rubs hands together. I'm going to fight a werewolf specifically. I'm going to look
We'll
for a
make it
werewolf
happen.
and fight it.
But for everybody that tuned in with us for the stream, we thank you guys very much. We actually saw a great amount of support this week. We hope that everybody enjoyed our installment of the story as much as I hope the players did. But until then, we'll see you guys next week.
Always do. Thanks for the session, Loops. Great time as
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, great sesh.
Very fun.
See ya.
Take care, yo. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
See y'all soon.
Bye.